Name one Hot Toys figure on pre-order that is being slept on. And I'm going to bring up some photos here, just so we have a little bit of a frame of reference, right? Because I just pulled up the bestseller. So from the Batman, obviously, Kiko may have been right.
Huge. That's it.
It's waitlisted, but people are sleeping on it, I guess, a little bit. Are people sleeping on Spider-Man 2099? Apparently, he's one of the best sellers. This is the first time I've seen this. That really shocks me.
That is some fake news.
That I feel like that's got to be fake news, bro. Mantis, the waitlist, Mantis, the Wonder Woman. There's some really good ones out there. Carnage is still on pre-order technically. Cad Bane waitlisted. We got the WandaVision Wanda. Toby Spider-Man. There's a lot of good ones out there. C-3PO, She-Hulk is waitlisted. Doc Ock. So, guys, is there a figure that you can think of that people are sleeping on a little bit? Kiko, what do you think? I mean, is there a Hot Toys figure that that you think is going to be really, really great that people maybe just aren't paying close enough attention to?
Well, you saw the Batman. I mean, that obviously the Batman, not the Midman version or whatever, but my Blue Bale Batman.
Yeah,
that is the one I think that people are going to be upset they didn't get. But in all seriousness, there's been a lot that I think obviously go up for pre-order that people don't care about. But the one I think you have to decide on whether it's going to be, because if you're a Star Wars fan, no one's going to care about the Marvel stuff. If you're a Marvel fan, you're not going to care about the Star Wars stuff. So can I give you two from each or one from each? Is that fair?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So if you're a Marvel fan, I think you're going to regret potentially not jumping on Mantis. I think just because that is, once you take the holiday stuff off, that is the Mantis from three different movies. I think she looks incredible. I mean, that is what people have been clamoring for to finish their shelf. She's currently waitlisted, and I think that that's the missing piece in your Guardians display. Not Drax, Mantis. Because everyone can have the empty shelf and be like, oh, there's Drax. He's just standing so still. I hate that joke. That's one of the ones I hate the most. But I think Mantis is one that slept on because I think a lot of people don't realize you can take the holiday stuff off. And you get this one right here. I think that was a interesting way to market it by putting it in the holiday special, giving it the Christmas decorations. Yeah, that's cool. But take the stuff off, and that's the real Mantis that everyone had been wanting for. It had been demoed and put in all kinds of conventions, and we'd shown previews of it for a long time. To actually have it come out, that's going to be a good one. I think that's the one for me for Marvel. But for Star Wars, I don't think anyone's sleeping on it, but I think the Costco is going to be good with Mercedes / Sasha Banks. I think the Costco is going to be good, but no one's sleeping on that one. Everyone knows that's going to be good. But the one I think they are going to be kicking themselves for is going to be the Grand Inquisitor, I think, because I think he's cool. I think he looks awesome. And I think that's the one for me. Not Reva, but the Grand Inquisitor.
Not Reva. Yeah, he got waitlisted. So, yeah, but I think it's because people, in fact, did sleep on him. I think that's exactly what happened. I think that's what happened with Reva, too. They were just like, I don't really care about Reva. I don't really care about Grand Inquisitor. Let's just not pre-order. And then Sideshow was like, well, we're not going to buy a bunch of these then. So, that's pretty much what happened. So, yeah, I mean, it could be. I just think he has kind of a blank expression, and the character didn't get to do much. He does look kind of cool, but he didn't really get to do much.
Because this is a character that transcends more than just the Obi-Wan. I understand people don't like the representation of the way he looks. Maybe there's going to be some third-party head out there that you can swap it out for. But he transcends a lot of media, from Clone Wars and Rebels and, things like that in the video games. I mean, the Grand Inquisitor is around, Reva isn't. So as cool as the Reva sculpt is, I think the Grand Inquisitor is the one, man.
And you know what? Actually, I was watching clips again the other day. You know what? And this is going to actually make someone I know in the chat happy. Moon Knight. Moon Knight is a figure that I think people are sleeping on because it doesn't have an Oscar Isaac head sculpt, and I think that's part of the problem for people. I think people really want that Oscar Isaac head sculpt. I will say, if you look at the figure itself, though, it's great. And then Moon Knight show is kind of like, I thought it was a good show. I thought it had some really good acting in it, right?
That last episode was whack, though.
Yeah, maybe
where the giant kaijus are fighting in the pyramids. That's so weird.
Right. But there is some cool stuff.
What?
I think the acting from Oscar Isaac, especially when he finds out what happened with his mom and stuff, I think that is just some of the best Marvel acting I've seen thus far. And that's really the scene that really got me. So I actually am planning to pick up this Moon Knight figure. I think it's really great. The base is
I've got
huge
it on
though.
pre-order. Yeah.
Yeah, this base is huge. So people are gonna have to factor that into your equation. And he does still look pretty good, even if you don't have the eyes lit up. I saw some video of him. They have it painted white, so it still looks pretty good. Looks better with the eyes lit up, but still looks good, right? I think this is one that people are sleeping on. I think Moon Knight was a pretty good show, not 10 out of 10, but I thought it was like an 8. I liked it, and I love the character, and I love to see what's going to come next from him. And Oscar Isaac was great. His acting performance was phenomenal. So I'm going to say Moon Knight. Javier, what do you think? Is there a figure out there that you think people are sleeping on?
Before I go into mine, I gotta agree with yours. I just canceled my pre-order for Moon Knight, and I regret it. Like I just canceled it, and I'm being more selective on what I'm picking up, and I'm trying to keep my collection to less than 65 figures or 65 figures max. So because I'm doing that, I had to, cut some figures out. But this one I think is something I'm gonna end up regretting once I see all the pictures, and when Kiko posts his pictures, I'm gonna be kicking myself and regretting it really badly. But I personally think can I do a franchise as well?
Yeah,
Two.
absolutely, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, I think that
Your show, man.
RoboCop.
I think that RoboCop looks incredible. I think it's one that's kind of almost like a classic timeless figure that people are going to be trying to get down the road. I think this looks incredible. I know it's based off of RoboCop 3, but man, this is a diecast figure.
RoboCop, though.
It's still a great figure.
RoboCop. Yeah, it's RoboCop, and this is his classic look in a way, right? It's not like any of the new remakes that they keep doing. This is almost that you can call it a timeless figure because of the design. And man, it being diecast, it being everything that it comes with, I think this is something that I didn't see a lot of hype for when it came out. Maybe for like the first few days that it was announced in that summer showcase, but other than that, I don't really see people clamoring for it. But every single time I see a picture of a RoboCop figure, though, from the the previously released ones, it just looks incredible. And this, now having Hot Toys' updated engineering, updated paint apps, updated, just everything all around, I think this is going to be a figure that lots of people are going to be like, oh man, like I should have picked this up before I couldn't pick it up anymore. It's on waitlist right now.
Yeah, look at that, bro. That looks
dope. No, this looks incredible, and again, when I was going willy-nilly with the amount of pre-orders I could get, this was something I was heavily considering putting on my shelf. And again, looking at more pictures of it, this is something that I know is going to be tempting, but I got to stay strong. I got to stay really strong.
I didn't know it came with an extra faceplate.
It comes with an extra faceplate?
Oh, yeah, he's grimacing. He's got the teeth showing.
Ooh, nice.
I didn't notice that until right now.
Nice. That's not part of the exclusive. They don't have a final
photo.
Right?
Yeah, they don't have a photo that shows all the accessories, unfortunately.
Show the one where he was with the knife. He's got a different faceplate, the bottom faceplate.
Yeah, see that? Oh, yeah.
You're right.
You're right.
Yeah. Because he's got a regular one there and then a different one there. Yeah.
Right. Now this looks like a good figure to me. So this is, I think, one sleeper outside. Bro. Yeah. No, this one I think is something that it just looks incredible. And the other one that I think leaning into Marvel, because I really can't speak for Star Wars. I'm not a big Star Wars fan, so I won't dip my toes into somewhere where I don't really fully understand that. But I do think that Dead Strange is something that I just think
that's a good one too.
Badass.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Right. But because of the price and because of how big it is, I feel lots of people aren't picking this one up. But this looks insane. I know people are, hit or miss on the movie. I liked it. But again,
10
this
out
is
of
another
10
piece
for me.
I mean, I liked it. Not a 10 out of 10. Because of who? Because of
Wanda.
Because of Wanda.
That's why.
Nah, man. But yeah, this is another figure, though, that on the Marvel side that I think people are sleeping on. I mean, again, this is what you could call a one-off because it was only in one scene. I don't think we're ever going to see it again. But this one is something that has a presence. It's an iconic scene from the specific movie, I would say. And I just think the details and the work that Hot Toys put in it looks incredible. You have different looks. You can pose it with the wings. You can pose it without. You can pose it with those arms around it. The 6 arms that go around. I think there's a picture of one of those. But yeah, and again, I just think this was a good looking figure. Yeah, I think it's one of the. I think it's the next picture to the left.
Oh, to the left, yeah, with the arms
right
going
there.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know you could do that. You could even take the arms and make it like a base. Is that what that is?
And then you could do it like that too. Yeah.
Exactly. That to me looks really cool. I think this is one that people are going to be sleeping on because it's not, your mainstream Doctor Strange, but this is something that I think looks really cool and could stand out on the shelf. I don't know. This is another one that it would be my pick for something that's being slept on.
I think this has a lot of shelf presence, no doubt about it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a 385. I think that scares people off a little bit, but you are getting a lot with the arms and the
Right.
skeletons and stuff like that. I mean, it is a pretty dope looking figure, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
So
And what's great about it is too, if you've seen the pictures of the prototype, this is not like some cardboard cutout for the wings. It's not any of that. It's like they've gone into it, they've engineered it, they've done really well on the wings. And every single time I see a showcase for it and they show the prototype, it looks insane. I don't know. I think it looks really, really cool. They didn't cheap out on any part of this figure. So I'm a fan.
yeah, this looks dope. I will say though, for all those people who said Pennywise was too scary to buy, if you buy this, then you are a
This is,
hypocrite
yeah.
because this is just as freaky as a Pennywise figure, if not more so. Look, I mean, his face is torn in half. He's got skeletons coming out of him. Like, this is an intense figure. That's it, guys. Great choices on that one. Excellent. So let us know in the comments below what you think about slept on figures for pre-order and see if there's anything that we could find commonalities with. That said, guys, we have time for one more topic.